हरे कृष्णा। कैसे हैं आप? गुड। आज संडे है, मेरे सैटरडे होता है और संडे को रखना है।
पिछले संडे से
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा। थैंक यू। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन भज जनरंजन। यशोदानंदन भज जनरंजन। यमुनतीरावनचारी। यमुनतीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय राधारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन भज जननंदना। यमुनतीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gopi Vallabh Radha Gopi Vallabh Radhe. Jaya Radha Gopi Vallabh Radha Gopi Vallabh Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radhe. Jaya Radha Govind Radha Govind Radhe. Jaya Radha Govind Radha Govind Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Jagannatha Varadeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannatha Jagannatha Varadeva Jaya Subhadra Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patavami Nayana Patavami Bhavo Tume Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Gaura Hari. Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Gaura Hari. Jaya Sacinandana, Jaya Sacinandana, Jaya Sacinandana, Gaura Hari. Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Gaura Hari. Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Gaura Hari. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jai Jai Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. श्री राधा माधव की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय, श्री पंच तत्व की जय, श्री नरसिंहदेव की, प्रहलाद महाराज की, ऐसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्री ब्रह्म मध्व गौड़ गुरु परंपरा सांप्रदाय की, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता ग्रंथ की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंद। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपः कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे। नमो महाबदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामीनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हुकुम करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारिणं श्री परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम् ओम पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षः सः अभ्याभ्यन्तरं शुचि श्री विष्णु water bottle anyway? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Dandot Pranam, Prabhuji's, Mataji's, very grateful. Forgive me for so many breaks. Of late, satsangs are not happening so regularly. Due to some other festival commitments. We had Janmashtami in between, before that we had Rath Yatra. And then, actually even today was almost uncertain. Because my father's Samachirikam was happening, 1 year. After it passes, 1 year later we do that Samachirikam. It's a big festival actually. 3 days. Literally, day before yesterday whole day from morning till night. Day before. Thursday, morning till afternoon. Then Friday, morning till night. Literally night, 10 o'clock. And then yesterday from morning through afternoon, and then we had some other program. So completely swamped. I was thinking whether I should do this today or not, but then I said I want to take all of your association. So I chose to be here. Thank you for coming. आप लोग नहीं आते तो क्या प्रोत्साहन मिलता है? हरे कृष्ण. It's been a long gap. So we were at 21, I think, right? B21. 221. So we discussed 20. We can recite the verse number 20. So one of my favorite verses. You can just recite it and then we'll go to 21. Chapter 2, 20th verse. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भवितवान् भूयात् अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. For the soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Hare Krishna. We'll go further. Text number 21. वेदा विनाशिनं नित्यं या एनं अजमव्ययम् कथं स पुरुषः पार्थ कं घातायति हन्तिकम्. Please repeat after me. O Partha, How can a person who knows that the soul is indestructible, eternal, unborn, and immutable, kill anyone or cause anyone to kill? So Krishna is putting a nice logic, saying, "Arey, kisko marne wala tu?" You know Arjuna, that you can't kill anyone. It's a soul. Everybody is sabhi atma hai. Atma ko kaun maar sakta hai? Atma is part of me. Atma is part of God. Atma never dies. It is a body. And you are saying that you will not kill your grandfather, you will not kill your, brothers, relatives. Who are you talking about? Nobody can be killed. Even if you want to kill, you cannot kill. Let me put it on silent. Khatam. Yeah. Na hanyate hanyamane sharira. Even though the body is gone, we are not gone. Right? Purport. Everything has its power, utility. And a man who is situated in complete knowledge knows how and where to apply a thing for its proper utility. Similarly, violence also has its utility. And how to apply violence rests with the person in knowledge. Although the justice of the peace awards capital punishment to a person condemned for murder, the justice of the peace cannot be blamed because he orders violence to another person according to the codes of justice. In Manu Samhita, the law book for mankind, it is supported that a murderer should be condemned to death so that in his next life he will not have to suffer for the great sin he has committed. Therefore, the king's punishment of hanging a murderer is actually beneficial. Similarly, when Krishna orders fighting, it must be concluded that violence is for supreme justice, and thus Arjuna should follow the instruction, knowing well that such violence committed in the act of fighting for Krishna is not violence at all, because at any rate the man, or rather the soul, cannot be killed. So, for the administration of justice, so-called violence is permitted. A surgical operation is not meant to kill the patient, but to cure him. Therefore, the fighting to be executed by Arjuna at the instruction of Krishna is with full knowledge. So there is no possibility of sinful reaction. Srila Prabhupada ki. So here in purport, Prabhupada is saying that violence is also an act that is needed sometimes. Right? ये गाल मारने से ये गाल दिखाएंगे. There is no shloka like that in Vedas. Right? Somebody wanted to make us spineless, so he propagated this propaganda. Right? If somebody comes and does violence, the answer is violence, re Baba. You can't sit there and say, I'll chant, you beat me. Hare Krishna, chant. No, you have to raise the weapons. That is what even Krishna did. That is what even Lord Ram did. Did Ram do jap in, in one verse say, oh, Sita is taken by, I'll do sit and jap, let Ravan do what he wants to do. No. He picked up the dhanush, he went and smashed the entire kingdom, entire island, entire country. That was the power of Ram. Of course, he is Supreme Personality of God. So violence is a utility. It should not be seen as something that is wrong. It is wrong when it is done without knowledge. That is most important. You should have proper knowledge before picking up a weapon. Unfortunately, some people sentimentally are thrown towards violence by giving them wrong knowledge. Right? With right knowledge, violence is good. But with wrong knowledge, violence is very dangerous. Like what they are doing now outside, right? Many countries. Countries are being wiped off. Countries are being wiped off. For no reason, countries are attacking another country. Wrong knowledge. Propaganda. If you kill these people, then somebody in the heaven will, give you some benefits. What kind of nonsense is that? So you don't see everybody as child of God. That is the problem. Right? You don't see everybody a child of God. So this is wrong knowledge. Spirituality which teaches some people only to be son of God or children of God is not spirituality, it is bogus. समझ लो clearly. Any spiritual path, any book that teaches that some people are part of God, some people are not part of God. If they don't accept God, they're not part. That is not spirituality. That's a human created propaganda. As simple as that. Bhagavad Gita never says, Krishna never says, if you don't follow me, you'll burn in hell. No. None of the Vedas say. It only encourages start your spiritual life. Start understanding that you're not this body. Start going to the next step. We are very fortunate that we have taken birth in Bharatvarsha, where we have this choice. I know a lot of people, sometimes when I go on yatra, I see people coming from Middle East, some country, I don't want to name, and they'll be in trouble. They want to come towards right spirituality, but if they come out, they'll be killed. There is no if or but. If their country gets to know that they are practicing Krishna consciousness, they'll be killed. Khatam. They cannot tell, alright, it's my choice what I am following. I want to understand more than this. No more than this, less than this. तो हमारे पार्टी में है नहीं है, you'll die. That is wrong knowledge. We are very fortunate that we are sitting here openly doing this satsang. In some Middle Eastern countries, this satsang happens inside a hall with all windows, doors, everything closed. You know that? Rath Yatra happens inside community hall. Rath Yatra. It cannot be shown outside. Because they have a clear propaganda. Right? That is not religion, that is not spirituality. Beauty of our spirituality is Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Everybody is part of same God. Arey kya baat hai hamara? But still people come here and talk about, arey we are not secular. They are secular. Right? What secularism are we talking about? In Sanatana Dharma, secularism is there in every page of Vedas. Every page of Vedas it is there. You don't have to come and introduce me. That we have to be secular. We are already secular. But if you come and play with our Sanatana Dharma, then we will exactly do what Sambhaji Maharaj did or what Shivaji Maharaj did. Or, our great kings in the past did. We will remove the swords and cut their heads. It is needed. Because what we are saving, we are not saving land. We are saving a process that takes people back to Krishna. Right? If Sanatana Dharma is destroyed, what will happen? What will happen? It's difficult for us to go back to God. A human purpose of life, human goal cannot be achieved. Itna important hai Baba. If they will not allow you to chant Hare Krishna, if will not allow you to practice spiritual life, how do you think you'll go back to God? Process has to be followed, na? Transformation has to happen, na? It is so important for us to save Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma. Eternal duty. Eternal duty should be saved. We are not saving any religion. Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Judaism. They are isms. Sanatana Dharma. This is eternal duty of every living entity. Every living entity. Right? When you talk to people, you should not talk that, I'm Hindu, I'm Sanatani. We are eternal. And this verse is saying you are Sanatani re Baba. Krishna क्या बोल रहा है? तेरा कोई beginning नहीं है, तेरा कोई अंत नहीं है. You are eternal. Eternal का मतलब क्या है? Sanatan. Krishna is starting Bhagavad Gita speaking Sanatan Dharma. He is telling you are eternal. So do your duty without any reservation, Arjuna. What are you thinking? Why are you worrying? If you have to kill, kill. Because you are not killing them, you are killing their bodies, because the bodies have become very violent. Their mind is polluted. They are creating a lot of problem for other people to practice spirituality. Why is Krishna conducting Kurukshetra? Because if Krishna doesn't conduct Kurukshetra, then Duryodhans will continue to give birth to another Duryodhana, another Duryodhana, another Duryodhana, and they'll think that is legal, that is allowable. No, it is not. Recently, one of my, friend's friend, he is following, Sanatani. He is approaching a lot of lawyers, and is creating a forum of lawyers who will defend people who will put cases against Sanatana Dharma. So if any temple land is being occupied, go and post in that forum. One lawyer will make his goal of life to fight for that land without any money. So we should use all our might, all our skills, all our opulence to save Sanatan Dharma. Because if Sanatan Dharma is removed, then our children don't have any future. Some idiot sitting in some flats will talk about, secularism and, oh, nothing will happen, let them follow what they are following, because they don't know. They don't know. We know. This is the situation of this world. And we have to be very, very strong in our practice first. First understand what is Sanatan Dharma. What is Krishna saying that has to be protected? And what is Arjuna trying to protect? Because we are all Arjunas only. As per Shankaracharya, Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta, Dukta Gita Amrita Mahat. He is taking this Gita on our behalf because we are all Arjunas. We are receiving this knowledge because Arjuna is asking the question. And Arjuna is asking on our behalf. So never ever fall for the statement that violence is bad. Violence is bad when done with wrong knowledge. Violence is good when it's needed. When it's needed, it's needed. Doesn't mean you go and become violent on anyone. No. But remaining non-violent when violence is needed is violence. Remaining non-violent when violence is needed is actually violence. When somebody is being beaten on the road and you sit there and say, no, I'm Shanti Doot hai. That is not Shanti Doot, Ashanti Doot hai. You are actually violent. You are supposed to go and use your strength or something to save somebody, but you are not doing it. Sitting in the houses when somebody is being, some innocent is being tortured, you are violent sitting in the house. You are violent sitting in the house. When something wrong happens, raise your voice. We raise our voice only when it comes to us. That is our problem. सच्ची बड़ा प्रॉब्लम ये है, जब तक हमारे घर के अंदर नहीं आएगा तब तक हम चिल्लाएंगे नहीं. क्या अनुराग प्रभु? नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. अरे किसी के घर में होने दो. वायलेंस होता है. Something that is not acceptable is not acceptable, and we all have to raise our voice. And now we have social media. Now we have, it can be used for the right purpose. Raise it and say that our temples have to be removed from the clutches of the stupid government. We don't need any government to take care of our temples. We don't need any government to take the funds of our temples. We know how to take care of our temples. Our ancestors have taken care of our temples. Temple was the economy of our country that is snatched away. Temples are begging for money, even though they have money, because money is taken by government. It has to be shouted back. You all have to be part of it. Don't sit in your houses. Prabhuji koi lad raha hai. Nahi, aap logon ko ladna hai. When you see that message coming in the groups anywhere, please apply a leave in the office. Go to that place. Sit there and raise your voice. There are some people who are doing it, but some people are not enough. This is all adharma, and adharma has to be condemned. And if you are not condemning, you are doing violence. We are doing violence. Attending all these satsangs and sitting there saying, I will not do anything. What are you doing? What is the use of all this training? You are being trained. For what? For defending Sanatan Dharma. For creating a better environment for our children, grandchildren. है कि नहीं? हम लोग ऐसे छोड़ देंगे इसको, हो गया खत्म. Of course, this is Kali Yuga. This is Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, things will only keep going on the wrong direction. But we should not give up our fight. Anyway, this whole life is a fight. Whole life is a struggle. Fight against outside people, fight against our own mind, fight against our own intelligence. Right? So why not fight for God? Why not fight for God? What are we losing here? Now there is nothing to lose. When your country and Sanatan Dharma is gone, there is nothing more to lose. और कुछ नहीं. वो बांग्लादेश में देखो क्या हालत है. They are not able to pray openly in their houses. That was a country of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. इतने सारे टेम्पल है. Narottam Das Thakur took birth in Bangladesh, the very place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. Swayam Krishna went and did Sankirtan. That place is conquered by, this so-called peaceful. And now they are doing so much violence. They are killing people. They are converting people. They are abducting daughters, forcefully marrying them and then leaving them. Right? They are doing everything. Do you want our country to become like that? If you don't act, it will become like that. Why is it even like? If you don't get up and act, fight. Krishna is saying, fight. We should do that fight how? First of all, we should become strong. We should be regular in our satsang. We should be regular in our studies. We should be regular in our chanting. We should set an example for our children in our house. If our children are not interested, keep telling them. Until you die, keep telling them. Don't give up. Keep telling your family. Recently, my whole family was in my house. Like 100 of them. I made all of them sit down. Between the puja, I gave them a 20-minute class. I said, this is your last class. Because you will only come when my mother dies or I will die. There is no other link, right? People only appear when somebody is getting married or somebody takes birth or somebody dies. That's all is relatives, right? I said, this is your opportunity. I am telling you the truth. Don't waste your life. Do something for Sanatana Dharma. We have a temple that is coming up here. Construct it. Be part of it. Contribute for it. Don't accumulate your properties for your grandchildren. They will not take you back to Krishna. You are responsible for your soul. Your soul you are responsible. Do everything that you can do for your soul. Your children's karma will take care of them. If they are fortunate enough to have a lot of wealth, they will get that wealth anyways. Even if you don't leave that wealth, it will come. Right? So anyway, we all have to do our part. And don't hesitate to do that. Because we are all serving Krishna. Krishna is encouraging us. These statements of God are direct instructions for all of us. He is giving reassurance. Don't think about your body. Don't think about your body. Yes, body has to be maintained. It's a temple of God. But that's not the goal of life. Goal of life is not to maintain your body. That, I am fit until I die. What is the use? You will again take another birth. Again you have to develop fitness. Again. So, please think about the soul. So, Prabhupada is very clearly saying, knowledge is very, very important. And in Manu Samhita, it says that capital punishment has to be given for a murderer. Why? Because in next life he will not carry that sin. Manu Samhita also says that a king, if he doesn't punish his people for any wrong thing they do, he will get 50% of that karma. King will get 50% of that karma. So king was very strict. It's not like they used to get pleasure in killing people. Maro, char logo maro, I'll see. No. No pleasure, but that is a responsibility. He is doing good to that person. He is trying to remove that karma in this life itself. You have done something wrong, take the reaction immediately. Any religion, any book which says, you do your sin, somebody else will bear that sin, is a bogus religion. Remember that. Our Sanatana Dharma never says that. You did wrong, you will get it. Your wife will also not get a share of that. Your children will also not get a share of that. You will get it. Of course, if you are very bad, unfortunately, little part will also go to your descendants or others. That is shared karma. But main karma you will get. There is no question of, you do whatever you do, you believe in somebody, he'll take care. That is clear cheating. ऐसा होता है क्या कहीं पे? Manu Samhita is very clear. You're a sinner, you will get the punishment. Karma will take care. You can't create a buy one get two policy and say that okay, hol ja chal jayega. Nahin. We should understand that is what is happening today in the world in the name of religion. Right? In the name of religion, what are they doing? Kshama, kshama, kshama. Kshama paramo dharma, ahimsa paramo dharma. But then that is not promoting adharma. Understand that very clearly. If you have done wrong, you will get wrong. Then why should you go to God? So that He gives you the knowledge that you don't do the wrong again. You don't do the wrong again. Right? You go to God and say, I did a lot of sins. I am confessing it now. No, here take 10 rupees. Next week you come again. I did lot of sins. You confessed it and take 10 rupees. Right? And next week you come. I did lot of sin. You give 20 rupees. Every time you are giving 10, why 20? No, next week I am not coming. Na? So I am giving in advance. What kind of bogus religion are you talking about? Right? There is no God who forgives if you have done sin, Prabhu. But if you surrender to God, He will take away your sins. But still you have to continue to be non-sinful. It's not a license that you go and you continue to do your sins and they say, okay, chalega. Oh, cheating kar rahe logon ko. Clearly cheating kar rahe. But people are so less intelligent. Manda buddhi, moodas, naradamas. They can't understand that they are being cheated. Because that is what they want. Don't think anybody is being cheated. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. Here, second one in the altar. Prabhupada's Guru. Bhakti Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj said there are two kinds of people in this world. One who are cheaters, second who are being cheated. And both of them are voluntarily doing it. You want to be cheated, so you will go to that kind of religion only. Don't think they are innocent. अरे प्रभु जी लोग को चीटिंग कर रहे नहीं, वो चीटिंग नहीं कर रहे, जिनको चीटिंग होना है वहीं पे जाएंगे. समझ रहे हैं ना? पागल है लोग. बहुत अकल है लोगों को. क्या अकल है? गलत अकल है. ये प्रॉब्लम. Right? They want a cheap God who will give them cheap things for cheap prayers. People go there, Monday one, Tuesday one, Thursday one, Wednesday one, different selection. The person who works on Monday, will he not work on Thursday? No, he will not work. Thursday is for somebody else. This is called cheap religion. Cheap religion. We should be very, very focused and clear. Why are we here? If somebody doesn't know the disclaimer, I am once again repeating, by coming to satsang, you will not get a job, you will not find happiness with your wife, you will not find happiness with your husband, you will not get married, right? Okay. You might get cancer also. For coming here, you might get diabetes also. Because that is not the agenda of this satsang. Sanatana Dharma is not there to cure your diseases. Right? Sanatana Dharma, if you follow, you will make sure that you will not get a new disease. Biggest disease of mind. That is the biggest disease. When you follow Krishna consciousness, you will make sure that you will not get new diseases. Outside disease will come, flu will come. But main thing is disease of this mind, which is again and again forcing us to think that we are this body. We are not the soul. Koi yaad hi nahi dila raha? We were doing Rath Yatra in one apartment, I think, Aparna Zenith, I think. So Jagannath is here, is there on the Rath, everybody are standing, 7-8 retired people are sitting in a bench somewhere far away, holding newspapers. क्या पढ़ रहे हो? जगन्नाथ इज हियर, वो वहां पे कोने में बैठे हैं, न्यूज़पेपर पकड़ के. इसको बोलते हैं मूर्ख. I told them on the mic, आओ आपका भगवान यहाँ पे आया, न्यूज़पेपर को फेंको. क्या पढ़ोगे न्यूज़? क्या है न्यूज़ में? Right? Reading newspaper is waste of time. Your entire newspaper is there in Bhagavad Gita. Chapter by chapter. सुन समझ लो. हाँ, you want to know a little bit? ज़्यादा time नहीं spend करना, थोड़ा देर. Little time. If the news is so big, anyway my neighbor will come and tell me. I have not read news for the last, I think, 15-20 years. इतना बड़ा न्यूज़ है तो कोई ना कोई तो आके बोल देना, अरे प्रभु जी 500 रुपए नोट काम नहीं करेगा. अच्छा, no problem. है कि नहीं? Time pass news, these days the news has become so much that everything everywhere is being reported. Arey, so many murders are happening, so many rapes are happening, so many. Do you need to know all that? मालूम करके क्या करोगे? One husband beated his wife like anything. Your wife hears that news. That day sabzi will be filled with namak. For no fault of yours. So many, thoughts, violent. Yeah. You don't need to know all that. You actually don't need to know. Why do you want to make all that part of your consciousness? Instead, watch some Bhagavad, watch some nice Mahavatar Narsingh movie. देख के आओ क्या जा रहा है कि नहीं? हाँ? देखा ना? Very bold. अच्छा, कुछ अच्छी चीज देखो. रामायण देखो, रामानंद सागर का रामायण देखो. कभी भी है YouTube में, right? Or see something devotional, something useful. Because Prabhu, you are allowing your consciousness to be affected by somebody, and that is not needed for you. You already know. Bhagavatam already says what all is going to happen. Horrible things are going to happen. In 12th canto of Bhagavatam, there is a chapter called Bhavishya Purana. Everything is there in that, and there is a whole Purana itself called Bhavishya Purana. That has so many. All your newspapers for the next 10,000 years is there. In that, what all will happen. This will happen. That will happen. People will eat people, cannibals, all that is there. Our age will decrease, diseases will grow. Wife will have no respect for her husband's family. Children in the house of the family won't know who is there on the father's side. They only know mother's side. I'm sure already it is happening. Prabhu ji, आपको भागवत में? Right? Yeah, people become spineless. There is no respect for any. There is nobody taking responsibility of themselves. It's all there in Bhagavad. और क्या न्यूज़पेपर चाहिए किसी को? मैं बेचता हूँ आपको न्यूज़पेपर. अभी भद्र पूर्णिमा आने वाले सभी लोग भागवत खरीदो. Please, everybody invest 7,000-8,000. Buy one Bhagavatam. Read the entire Bhagavatam. After you keep it down. You don't want to see any debate on any news channel. You already have seen everything. सब आ गया उसके अंदर. After knowing all this news, what are we supposed to do? क्या करना है? हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. ये करना. तो करो ना. That's all is there. You can't do it. Can you change the world? How many here think that you can change the world? Before getting married, I used to think I can change the world. Right? Marriage is a good thing. मजाक कर रहा हूँ मैं. But then, it humbles you. When two false egos are there under the same roof, दो अहंकारी व्यक्ति जब एक साथ हो जाते हैं घर के अंदर, बहुत कुछ साउंड आता है. लेकिन when you bring Krishna into that house, then the sound will change into Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. ठीक है? So Prabhupada is saying that punishment is needed. Krishna is also saying punishment is needed. Don't give discount offers. Actually, Krishna was not happy when Draupadi refused to punish Ashwadama. Krishna was not happy. Acharya explained. He cried. Krishna felt very nice and he understood, but he didn't like it. Because Ashwadama had to be punished. But Draupadi said, no, Guru Putra hai, mere putra mar gaye hain. So Kripi Mata will also face the same feeling. So no, I will not punish. No, punishment is needed. Have you seen Krishna sparing anybody? किसी को छोड़ा कृष्णा बैटलफील्ड में? हाँ? किसी को नहीं छोड़ा. God himself, the most merciful, the most dear, the most gentle, made sure that everybody who is there on the adharmic side is gone. And he paid the price for that also, by seeing his own people dying also. That's okay. But dharma has to be re-established. Dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami. Let's go to shloka number 22. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grahanati naro parani तथा शरीरानि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि नवानि देहि. So this shloka, how many have heard this shloka before? सुना है ना? कहाँ पे सुना है? वो अंतिम प्राण का vehicle आता ना? When somebody dies, that vehicle will come. 2 shlokas are played on that continuously. Many others are also, but these 2 are like popular. You remember the sound in which it is recording? Vasam Sijirnani Yatha Vihaya Navani Grahanati Naropurani. Like the speaker mein aata hai. Right? He knows Yatha Dehe Kaumara Vyumaranjara. I used to wonder what the meaning is. When my grandmother died, the vehicle came and I was like, क्या बात कर रहा है? कोई बोलने वाला नहीं था ना? What is this shloka? Now I understand what is the meaning of this. What is the meaning of this? Repeat after me. As a person puts on new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones. Itna simple explanation. Huh? We all go buy clothes, na? When somebody clothes becomes old, what do? You remove the clothes, go put on new clothes. In fact, every day morning also you put on like washed clothes. Dirty clothes nikalo, naya kapda pehno. It's as simple as that. Soul is just putting on new garments. What you have right now is a new garment. How long does that garment look good?
Until it useless.
30 years. Makeup लगा के 50 years. सर्जरी करा के 60 years. उसके बाद कुछ भी करो सड़ा ही लगेगा, है कि नहीं? That's all it looks good for, right? So don't be too much attached to that garment. It is going to go horrible. Bhagavatam says, there is a verse I heard from a senior. A day will come when you look yourself in the mirror and you will feel bad. See, इतना गंदा लग रहा हूँ. My nose used to be so beautiful. My eyes used to be so beautiful. Right? My lips used to be so beautiful. My chin used to be so beautiful. Now there are 20 chins. Right? You all will feel, हंसो मत, सभी ये देखने वाले हैं. Then you will bring some रंग बिरंगी टका 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 टिकी 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 टिकी. फिर भी काम नहीं कर रहा है. This body is going to make us shameful. Nobody likes to walk naked out, right? Nobody likes to walk naked. Of course, there are some fools who want to do that also. But no cultured person likes to walk naked without clothes. And if you are seen by somebody without clothes, it's such a shameful thing. Prabhupada Mataji's, unfortunately, a day will come when you will be pulled from one bed to another bed naked. Even when you are alive. If you get such kind of disease. Now, I've seen my father. Literally, they were shifting him from bed to bed. Right? Barely any clothes. Clothes are falling. We are putting the clothes back. He can't even put his clothes back. Huh? A person who was not okay to go to toilet in public, to set the road. My father never used to do that. He said, take me to a toilet. I feel shameful. Right? He saw things that he would have never expected. 3 years he was on bed and somebody was putting a tube and pulling out the toilet. And that somebody is changing now and then. It's not like the same person. एक नर्स के बाद दूसरा नर्स, दूसरा ये जा रहा है, 3 महीने के बाद एक बार. Can you believe how shameful, how embarrassing it is? That is the reality of this body. Don't be proud of it. That is the reality of this body. This body is going to make us shameful, make us horrible. So don't see the body. Don't see the body of others also. See the soul within. Many of you are young here. You're going to get married. Don't see the external part of the person. That external part will look like Chand ka mukda will look like Bhoot ka mukda just in some days and weeks. That's not the point. Look for the spirituality inside the person. Most important. Look for the values in that person. How nice the person is with others. How nice, if a wife wants to get the best husband, you should see a boy who loves his mother. Anybody who cannot love his mother can never love his wife. Shastra is saying. Right? So there are very beautiful parallels given that how we should select our partner. Not based on outside looks. Outside looks will just go away. And if you don't like that person, after a few weeks or months or years, you can't live with that person. You think the looks matter? You will hate that person's face only. So why don't you look for a person who is actually good in values? A person who is respectful to elders, a person who bows down before God, a person who serves the family with responsibility, right? A person who takes care of her family, a person who cooks nicely for the family. These are the qualities that brings happiness into the house, right? A person who has a big car, a person who has his own flat, a person who is not fat. Don't look at the external. They'll pass away. I'm telling all of you. Nobody told me, but luckily I found Krishna took care of me. Many of us also Krishna took care. But then, people are suffering outside because they are seeing the body. A body which is just a garment. Krishna is saying, it's just a garment that is removed at the time of death. Right? Vasam sijenani yatha vihaya namani granati naroparani tatha sharira vihaya jenani nama. What is that? Anyani samyati namani dehi. Purport. Please focus on the purport. Prabhupada writes a very beautiful purport here. Change of body by the atomic individual soul is an accepted fact. Even the modern scientists who do not believe in the existence of the soul, but at the same time cannot explain the source of energy from the heart, have to accept continuous changes of body which appear from childhood to boyhood, and from boyhood to youth, and again from youth to old age. From old age, the change is transferred to another body. This has already been explained in the previous verse, 2.13. What is 2.13? Can you go back and tell what is 2.13?
Body creation 4 places.
Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yavvanam chara. Tada dehantaras prapti dhirastasram yogi. Transference of the atomic individual soul to another body is made possible by the grace of the super soul. The super soul fulfills the desire of the atomic soul as one friend fulfills the desire of another. The Vedas like the Mukunda Upanishad as well as the Sveteshwara Upanishad compare the soul and the super soul to two friendly birds sitting on the same tree. One of the birds, the individual atomic soul, is eating the fruit of the tree, and the other bird, Krishna, is simply watching his friend. Of these two birds, although they are the same in quality, one is captivated by fruits of the material tree, while the other is simply witnessing the activities of his friend. Krishna is the witnessing bird and Arjuna is the eating bird. Although they are friends, one is still the master and the other is the servant. Forgetfulness of this relationship by the atomic soul is the cause of one's changing his position from one tree to another, or from one body to another. The Jiva soul is struggling very hard on the tree of material body, but as soon as he agrees to accept the other bird as the supreme spiritual master, as Arjuna agreed to do by voluntary surrender unto Krishna for instruction, the subordinate bird immediately becomes free from all lamentations. Both the Mukunda Upanishad and 3.1.2 and Sveteshwara Upanishad 4.7 confirm this. Samane vrikshe purusho nimagno anishaya sochati muhyamana justam yada pasyati anyam isham asya mahimanam iti vita shokam. Although the two birds are in the same tree, an eating bird is fully engrossed with anxiety and moroseness as the enjoyer of the fruits of the tree. But if in some way or other he turns his face to the friend, the Lord, and knows his glories, At once the suffering bird becomes free from all anxieties. Arjuna has now turned his face towards his eternal friend Krishna and is understanding the Bhagavad Gita from him. And thus, hearing from Krishna, he can understand the supreme glories of the Lord and be free from lamentation. Arjuna is advised herewith by the Lord not to lament for the bodily change of his old grandfather and his teacher. He should rather be happy to kill their bodies in the righteous fight so that they may be cleansed at once of all reactions from various bodily activities. One who lays down his life on the sacrificial altar or in the proper battlefield is at once cleansed of bodily reactions and promoted to a higher status of life. So there was no cause for Arjuna's lamentation. Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada Mataji, in our heart, there are phone kare na. Right? In our heart there are two beings, not one. Atma, Paramatma. There are a lot of paths, which are not authorized as per any scripture. The so-called, you can say concocted Buddhism also now, who don't believe in two. They say there is only one. No. Our Upanishads, our scriptures, everybody is saying there are two. God and you. What are you busy with? You are busy with finding means to happiness. You are looking, I'll find happiness from here, 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 every day. And Krishna is sitting right beside you. He's sitting right beside you and he's looking at you. You are not looking at him. He is looking at you and is thinking, when will this fellow look for happiness from me? Because he is keeping me aside and is trying to find happiness everywhere else. And he is not getting it. He is changing bodies also. When that body becomes very old, what does Krishna do? Krishna sees, okay, this fellow has any more desires? My dear sir, my dear madam, any more desires? I wanted a Audi car. Okay, ठीक है. He gives another body and a family in which he will become rich to buy Audi car. There also he will sit beside him and is continuously saying, Arey, abhi to choose me. At least now come towards me. In this life you come towards me. But he is refusing to come. There are many people like that. God is in front of you, but you are not looking at him. You are looking at everything else. You are coming to Janmashtami, but you are not thinking that Krishna is God. Or rather, even if you believe Krishna is God, you are not trying to follow his instructions. What is the use? He is looking, okay, ठीक है. But God is very happy. At least on my birthday you came. Right? At least on some festivals you are coming. ठीक है. Some Ratha you are doing. Okay. Some puja you are doing. Okay. At least little bit. He is looking for here. Sometimes looking like this and again looking back. Festival day you look like this. You are going on a bike. Immediately the temple. चुम्मा दे दिया उसको. ये पता नहीं किधर से चालू किए. कौन से मूवी से चालू हुआ पता नहीं. ये kissing देना. It's not there in. It's not our culture also. दोनों हाथ जोड़ो. Lakshmi Devi is telling to Goda Devi. Goda Devi is telling to Ranganath that I have given an offer to my children that you are going to accept them if they do three things. Then Ranganath is saying, me? Accept these people? Useless fellows. I will not accept them. Mother is there, na? Recommending. No, please. Three things if they do, you should accept. What are those three things? So she is telling all of us. Anybody who chants your name, you are going to accept it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Ranganath is like that. Too much? అంటే నా పేరు చెప్తే తీసుకుంటున్నా. I know, ఆడు కిరాతకుడు, దౌర్భాగ్యుడాడు. That fellow is a useless fellow. I don't want to accept. He never thinks about me. Monday morning he forgets the whole world. Sunday morning he is thinking, oh, okay, God is there. He is a cheater. I am not going to accept this fellow. So Godadevi is telling, no, wait. I told you three conditions. I am mother, na, but I accept. Second condition. Anybody who folds his hands like this towards you, you have to accept him. When you see God, hold your hands. Can you hold your hands? Nicely. Not that Chiranjeevi kind of namaste. That fool, he did something whole, even in front of God, namaste. Anna. What nonsense? Namaste means both hands. Right? Fully, near your heart. Right? Near your heart, with lot of devotion. Namaste. This is our culture, not. Goda Devi didn't say this. She said, Namaste. Okay? If you want to really pray to that God, stop that vehicle and turn and do Namaste. That's good. Okay? The Chumma Dane band karenge. So what is the first one Goda Devi said? Chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What is the second thing she said?
Namaste.
Do Namaste. Ranganath said, what is this? I am not going to accept. You are giving too much discount. These fellows are crooked fellows. They don't have any love towards me. And you as a mother, you are giving them so much discount. Then Goda Devi said, you know why they are crooked? And Ranganath said, why they are crooked? तुम्हारे ही बेटे हैं ना, तुम्हारे ही qualities आएंगे. All your qualities they got. They are also naughty. You are also naughty. They are also naughty. You are also stubborn. They are also stubborn. Huh? You are also so accept them. They are coming from you now. Accept them. I am training them. I am training them to come to you. So I have told them to chant your names. I told them to fold the hands. Third one. Do you want to do what is third one? Whenever you see God's deity, throw a flower. Take a flower and throw on it. Isri. Throw it on God. Ranganath, what is this? What kind of training are you giving? Patram pushpam phalam toye, which is offered with love. Isri vanadu cheptunnavu. Why are you asking them to throw? Goda Devi told, to the amount of troubles you give them in life, Janma Mriti Jara Vyadhi, be grateful that they are throwing flowers, otherwise they will throw stones. Telling God. खुश रहो कि वो फूल फेंक रहे तुम्हारे ऊपर, नहीं तो पत्थर फेंकते. मैं मेरे बच्चों को ट्रेनिंग दे रही हूँ, फूल डालो तुम्हारे ऊपर. इतना ट्रबल देते हो तुम उनको, इतने परीक्षा लगाते हो. You do so many tests on them, so many things they are going through. What do you expect? I am training my children. Ranganath said, okay, what to do? Recommended by Goda Devi, he has to accept now. That is the merciful nature of mother. So please fold your hands. Whenever you go in front of God, fold your hands. Today, Pandya Prabhu did full Shastak Dandavat. I felt very nice. If your body permits to, you should learn that. Mataji should never do Shastak Dandavat. Never. Because you represent Mother Earth. You produce next progeny. Right? Your body should not touch like that on the floor. You should do half Dandavat. You know what is half Dandavat, right? On your knees and touching your. But Prabhuji should do full Dandavat. Direct on the flat. When you see. Don't hesitate to do that. Don't hesitate to do that. Whenever you see Supreme Lord, that is our culture. Dandavat. I'll fall like a danda. I'll fall like a stick on the floor. Right? So that is the process which will help you become more devotional. These all acts and etiquettes will make you more devotional. Hare Krishna. Yeah, what else Prabhupada said? Yeah, two birds. So let us start looking at God more often. While we are totally good in our material life, let us create more opportunities for success. Like today evening, we again have a satsang, in Bhakti Center. You all can come now. What is stopping you? Kya karoge? Come. Right? We are all encouraging to increase the number of satsangs. Don't limit the number of satsangs. There should never be a limit to the number of satsangs. Increase more and more satsang. And bring your children also to that satsang. They will also start liking it. Prabhuji's the food for the body is that which is made of this earth. है कि नहीं? What is the food for the body? That which is made of this earth. Why? Because your body is also made of the earth. समझ रहे हैं लॉजिक? Your body is made of this earth, 5 elements. So what is its food? That which is coming from these 5 elements. But आत्मा का क्या food है? Atma is not made of these 5 elements. So what is the food for Atma? Feeding Paramatma. And how do you feed Paramatma? By chanting his names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Very simple logic. If you are trying to find happiness, if you are not happy, that means it's not your body that is happy or unhappy. It's your soul that is feeling unhappiness. समझ रहे ना? And your soul will feel happiness when you perform activities which will feed your soul. If you come to satsang, automatically you will find happiness. If you do seva, you will automatically find happiness. Well, that is our Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma of the soul is to serve. When you serve God, you will automatically find happiness. When you serve anybody who is part of God, you will find happiness. Thinking about that God you serve, it will find happiness. Okay? So, do those activities which are relevant to your soul. Do those activities which are relevant to body also. Eat, be fit, take care of your body, be healthy. That's all good. That's fine. But you will not find happiness from that. The most healthiest person may not be the happiest person. Understand this. Health doesn't guarantee happiness. But health is needed. Health is needed. But to become happy, you have to keep your soul healthy. And soul is healthy when you connect soul to God many times in a day. How many times you have food in the house?
3 times.
3 times. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. How many times your soul is getting food? That is why it's unhappy. Today morning I am not very healthy because I only finished 12 rounds. Another 6 rounds are pending. So my battery is not charged. Right? So I should charge my battery in the morning. 16 माला करना खत्म है ना? उसके बाद भागवत पढ़ना, भगवद गीता पढ़ना. उसके बाद थोड़ा घर का काम इधर उधर. उसके बाद शाम में फिर सत्संग. फिर कल सवेरे ऑफिस जाने से पहले 16 माला करो. ऑफिस के बाद थोड़ा भगवद गीता पढ़ो, काम करो. लंच टाइम में कुछ लेक्चर सुनो, लंच खाओ, लंच प्रसाद. है कि नहीं? शाम में घर को आओ, कुछ कीर्तन सुनो, कुछ डिवोटी से बात करो, कुछ प्लानिंग करो, डिवोशनल प्लानिंग. हो गया दिन. मंडे, वेडनेसडे, फ्राइडे, मंडे, ट्यूसडे, वेडनेसडे, फ्राइडे, सैटरडे, संडे, सैटरडे, फिर आप सभी लोगों का दर्शन हो गया. Life should be like that. Don't give gap. If you give gap, Maya will enter. थोड़ा गैप देने से आप लोग ड्राइव करते हो ना, मोस्ट ऑफ यू ड्राइव राइट, 2 व्हीलर 4 व्हीलर. आगे वाले के और तुम्हारे बीच में थोड़ा गैप देने से क्या आता? बीच में एक ऑटो वाला जाता. See that? थोड़ा भी गैप नहीं देने का, एकदम चिपका के रखने का. फ्रंट व्हीकल से थोड़े दूर में रहना है कि नहीं? कोई आएगा बीच में? कहाँ आएगा? प्लेस ही नहीं. Say, I want to attack this fellow. टाइम ही नहीं दे रहा. मंगल आरती, नरसिंह आरती, तुलसी आरती, गुरु आरती, भागवतम, सेवा, lunch prasadam, some other आरती, then some satsang discussion, planning discussion. Maya is like, time दे रहे बाबा. बीच में time. He is very scared of Maya. Not that he is powerful than Maya. He is very scared of Maya. तो time ही नहीं दे रहा. Right? So we should train ourselves like that. Be with devotees, you'll have lot of activities. You'll become so busy that you'll run away from satsang sometimes. Chal bro, yenda sa time iladu. Yeah, it should be like that. My Shiksha Guru, Radhesham Prabhu. One day you go with him, you'll understand what is life. Baap re. One day he does 7 satsangs. Every day. IIT, IIT से NIT, इधर से इधर टेम्पल, यहाँ पे सेंटर, वहाँ पे एक, वहाँ पे क्लास पे क्लास. His servant is running behind him To cook for him also is like running only. Wherever he gives a little opportunity, वहीं पे वो stove लगा के टक 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 कुछ बना के थोड़ा सा, it's a little, and he puts it in the car. Most of the time he eats in the car only. And all his days are like that. Not one day, 2 day. One day, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like that. He keeps himself completely busy. And then on Ekadashi days, he does 64 rounds. He goes into a different, realm of himself. He studies Bhagavad. He has his own Swadhyaya, right? And then he comes and explains that on the remaining days. Okay, can I become like that? You can try. थोड़ा थोड़ा तो try कर सकते हैं ना, है कि नहीं? We all try ना. रावण बनने के लिए बहुत लोग ट्रेनिंग ले रहे हैं ना. This material world is teaching us to become like Ravan. सूरपनखा का ट्रेनिंग मिल रहा है ना पर. Also try to become like Ram. Also try to become like Krishna. Also try to become like Prabhupada. Right? We are not trying to repeat what they do. We are trying to take the lessons from what they do, how they live. है ना? Get inspired by other devotees. Inspiration is the most important thing in spiritual life. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Anything useful, immediately you buy now. I want it immediately. Blink it. Keep it. Amazon. है कि नहीं? हाँ? Amazon में तिलक भी मिलता है. खरीदो ना. क्या प्रॉब्लम है? बोलो. वैष्णव तिलक टाइप मारो. इमीडिएटली घर पे आ जाए. Amazon में आ जाए. लगाओ. रोज लगाओ. Proudly keep it. Who is a Yamaraj is telling to his Batus, Yamadutas, that Yamaraj is telling that our territory ends where a Vaishnava is staying. You're not supposed to go near a Vaishnava. The whole place is pure. Yamaraj says, how do I know? Yamaraj Batus, sir, how do I know who is a Vaishnava? Right? This sloka, Yamaraj is telling a sloka. I forgot that sloka, but beautiful sloka. Yamaraj is telling anybody who is wearing tulsi kanthi in his neck, he is a Vaishnava. You have no business there. उसके पास ही नहीं जाना. तुम लोग नहीं जा सकते वहां पे. खत्म. Anybody who has lotus feet of Vishnu on his forehead is a Vaishnava. You cannot go there. Right? It's clearly putting. Anybody who has Shankha Chakra, Gada, like some initiations they give Shankha Chakra also, is a Vaishnava in different sampradayas. Right? Anybody who is constantly chanting the names of God is Vaishnava. So these are all important information, right? Yeah. So we should be very encouraged to follow these things. Now, who wants to see hell? Tell me. कौन है यहाँ पे नरक प्राप्ति रस्तु? देखना है hell. You know how is hell? Just multiply your software company by 10,000 times. That is hell. How happy you feel Friday evening? Right? How miserable you feel Monday morning? Huh? That is hell. You are forced to do things that you don't like to do, but you have to prove that you can do that because that is the only way you will get food. Right? So, let us try to connect ourselves to God, and let us try to see God. Two birds. There is another bird. Hai na, andar hai na. Krishna is inside all of you, Baba. Not anybody special. Everybody's heart has Krishna in it. Look at him. Look at him. Constantly look at him. Try to look towards him. And the moment you surrender to him, he'll take care of everything. No janma, no mrityu, no jara, no vyadi. Only bhakti, only happiness. Huh? Text 23. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam davati pavakaha, न चैनं क्लेदयन्ति आपो न शोषयति मारुतः. Repeat after me. The soul can never be cut to pieces by any weapon, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, not withered by the wind. Hare Krishna. क्या information दे रहा है? हाँ? You cannot be killed by even nuclear bomb. Everybody is scared, right? कोई nuclear bomb डाल देगा, पाकिस्तान nuclear bomb डाल देगा, वो बम बने के फैक्ट्री को ही उड़ा दिया अपन लोग. जहाँ पे बॉम्ब बनता है ना, nuclear bomb, our army has put a bomb right in front of their door. So even though they have bombs inside, they can't remove anything outside. But don't worry, they'll create one more. है ना? What if they put the nuclear bomb in Golidoti? What happens? Nuclear bomb गिर रहा है, वो देखो, गिर गया. उसके बाद क्या करोगे? हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. कुछ नहीं करेगा न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब. क्या करेगा? ये शरीर निकाल देगा. That's all. This body is gone. Can nuclear bomb anything? Can it do anything to your soul? No, it can't do. In beautifully, in Mahavatar Narsingadev movie, when they are taking Prahlad Maharaj on that hill, Prahlad Maharaj is looking at the scenery, saying, "अरे इतना अच्छा जगत बनाया हमारे नारायण ने. राक्षस ये तेरे को यहाँ पे सीनरी दिखाने को नहीं लेकर आया, तेरे को फेंकने के लिए लेकर आया यहाँ. We brought you here to throw you down. కింద పడేయడం తీసుకొచ్చినాం. To kill you." And Prahlad Maharaj so beautifully says, "No, you can't kill me. Because for soul there is no birth, there is no death. I am not this body. Yes, you can kill my body, but you can never kill me." A 5-year-old boy is telling that. Right? But a 25-year-old person experienced in software cannot tell that. He thinks he is that body only. Right? So, let us be more focused. Let us not get disappointed by what we achieve or lose in this life. Right? There is no meaning. This life is nothing but a reaction of our past karma. That's all. Whatever our past karma is there, it is coming back to us in this life. Let it come. आने दो ना. खुद तो कचरा किया होगा ना पिछले जन्म में. It will come. Right? You might be rich today. You might have a nice flat today. Right? 5-bedroom flat. 5-bedroom flat in flat किधर लगा? Neopolis. 5-bedroom flat in Neopolis. कितना वैल्यू रहेगा ब्रो जी? अंदाजा 12 करोड़. अनुराग पांडे ब्रो, हाँ? ये रिटायर्ड वाले बैठ के रियल एस्टेट ही बात करते. बहुत बार देखा मैं. ना प्लाट अక్కడ ఉంది, దానికి గోడ కట్టించిన, కాంపౌండ్ वाल बनवाया. मेरा बेटा अमेरिका में है, वो पैसे भेजा, किधर इन्वेस्ट करना? तेरा खुद के जिंदगी का ठिकाना नहीं है, कब मरेगा नहीं मालूम. प्लाट के कॉम्पाउंड वाल के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ. बहुत बार देखा. Unfortunate thing. My father used to tell people, old people, they have one parchi in their front pocket. This plot this much value, this plot this much value, this flat this much value, this land this much value. Every morning they'll remove it. इसका रेट बदल गया, इसमें ज्यादा हो गया, अच्छा लग रहा है, फिर they'll keep it inside. And they feel that is the achievement of that life. But here there are wonderful Anurag Pandya Prabhu, they are coming to Bhagavad Gita, they are coming to Bhagavad. This is right conclusion of life. This is the right process. Come to that place, where you are reminded that you are the soul and you are preparing for your last journey. Your preparation है ना? You'll remember Krishna ना? पक्का you'll remember Krishna. है कि नहीं? हाँ. So we should be very, very focused in our spiritual life. Then only we'll reach God. ऐसे नहीं जाएंगे, ऐसे नहीं. हाँ प्रभु जी मैं 2000 नारियल फोड़ा तो कृष्णा will come and take me. No, नारियल will come and take you. You'll become नारियल का झाड़. I am very proud of नारियल, तो बन जा नारियल. है कि नहीं? So we should develop love towards God. Let us read the purport. Prabhupada is right. All kinds of weapons, swords, flames, weapons, rain weapons, tornado weapons, etc. are unable to kill the spirit soul. It appears that there were many kinds of weapons made of earth, water, air, ether, etc. In addition to the modern weapons of fire, even the nuclear weapons of the modern age are classified as fire weapons. But formerly, there were other weapons made of different types of metal elements. Fire weapons were counteracted by water weapons, which are now unknown to modern science. Nor do modern scientists have knowledge of tornado weapons. Nonetheless, the soul can never be cut into pieces nor annihilated by any number of weapons, regardless of scientific devices. The Mayavadi cannot explain how the individual soul came into existence simply by ignorance and consequently became covered by the illusionary energy. Nor was it ever possible to cut the individual souls from the original Supreme Soul. Rather, the individual souls are eternally separated parts of the Supreme Soul. Because they are atomic individual souls, eternally, Sanatana, they are prone to be covered by the illusionary energy, and thus they become separated from the association of the Supreme Lord. Just as the sparks of a fire, although one in quality with the fire, are prone to be extinguished when out of the fire. In the Varaha Purana, the living entities are described as the separated parts and parcels of the Supreme. They are eternally so, according to the Bhagavad Gita also. So, even after being liberated from illusion, the living entity remains a separate identity, as is evident from the teachings of the Lord to Arjuna. Arjuna became liberated by the knowledge received from Krishna, but he never became one with Krishna. We are all part of God. We are eternal like Him, but we'll never become Him. We'll never become Him. You can become an ornament on God, but still ornament is not God. It's on God. Right? You can be a servant of God. So, we should understand that we are all eternal. That gives a lot of strength, right? If you know that nobody can kill you. Yeah. Whatever I earned in this life will go away. Let it go. Anyway, Prabhu, one thing is certain. We are all going to die. Every single person here. What is the year now? 2025. 2075, maybe 10-15 from here will be there. I'll be gone. Some of us will be gone. 2075 तक किसको जीने का है? हाथ उठाओ. पांड्या ब्रो? चांस नहीं है. क्या राजेश ब्रो? 2075 प्रभु बोल रहे हैं. मेरे को नहीं जीना. Many will be gone. Our bodies will be gone, but we will be there. Somewhere we'll be there, in some other body. But we don't want some other body. What do we want? Krishna. We want to go back to Krishna. बस बहुत हो गया. काला गोरा, लंबा छोटा, हाँ? बहुत देख लिया. जानवर, कुत्ता, बिल्ली, all kinds of bodies we have taken. No more bodies. No more bodies. Krishna, no bodies. I want to become your servant. Please take me back. I am a soul who has lost his way. I have come here forgetting where I belong. Please take me back. Please take me back. I am ready. I want to be ready at any moment. Are you all ready? Become ready. If you are not ready, become ready. How do you know that you are ready? How do you know that you are ready?
Having only connection with Krishna.
Huh?
Having only connection with Krishna.
You only have connection with Krishna. How do you know that you have connection with Krishna? That is my question. How do you know that you are ready to go back to Krishna?
Bhagavad.
Your consciousness. Yeah. Tell more. What in your consciousness? Towards God. Yes.
Unattached from material things. Unattached from material things.
Unattached from material. अरे बाप रे खोजी. छोटे बड़ा बोल रहा. How do you know that you are making spiritual progress? Your soul becomes pure. Yes. Soul is already pure. You are removing the dirt over it. Soul is always pure. आत्मा सबसे उत्तम है और हमेशा. लेकिन ऊपर क्या कवरिंग आ गया, कंडीशनिंग आ गया, उसको निकाल कर. How do you know that you are ready to go back? Important question है बाबा. Report card, report है. Huh? You don't have any desires, any material desires. Spiritual desire should be there.
And the attachment to the body.
When the attachment towards body goes, yes, or when we have submitted, completely surrendered to Lord Krishna. Okay, I'm done. मैं और कुछ नहीं कर सकता अभी, तुम्हें उठाना है मेरे को. I'm done. I can only put this much effort. है ना? All beautiful answers. And how do you know that you are ready to go back? Huh? No fear from death. Yes. You know what is going to happen at death.
Understanding the
Maximum what will happen? 1 minute your breath will stop. खत्म. उतना ही है ना? How do you know that you are going back to God? How do you know that you are prepared for the last moment? Huh? How she is very close. Yeah. How satisfied you are with the spiritual journey? Yes, Mother. When you see problems and happiness, both are same. Matra sparshasthu konte sitoshna sukha dukkha gama penana kanetya stam diksha bharata. Yes. Anything else? Prabhu, practically, these all points are very nice. How do you know that you are ready to die and go back to God? When you are not annoyed by that noise. When God's names come, you are not annoyed. Of course, can be disturbing for our class, but you are not annoyed. When devotee association is your prime association, you talk to outside people only how much is needed. You spend all your time in satsangs. Then you are ready. That is a proof. You don't have to give any sense. Prabhu, I went to Badrinath, Kedarnath, this Nath, that Nath. Kitna bhi ghumo? How much are you craving for devotee association determines how much ready you are. As simple as that. Is satsang your priority? Wherever you are. Wherever you are. There are some devotees who travel. Wherever they go near devotees only. Even during travel. They go to Pune, they take a room in Pune temple. Or in the evening they'll go to the temple. Or somewhere some satsang is happening, they'll go. They go to America, even for travel visa. They'll go visit temples, they'll make sure that they are everywhere. Understood? Whatever family event is happening, they will never stop satsang. Okay, on that day something is happening, they'll try to find some. They're so eager. They're so eager. That is a practical way to know whether I'm ready to go back to God. You cannot say sentimentally, Krishna, I'm ready. He knows, he is looking at you. What is your priority? Where are you interested? Then only you go back to God. है कि नहीं? How much you are pointing your consciousness towards Krishna conscious activities. Prabhuji, bina satsang, I can't live, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have to meet devotees, Prabhuji. That is preparation to go to God. That feeling should come. It should naturally come. And it will come naturally. है कि नहीं? When your devotion boils and flows out, right? That is bhakti. When your activities, like when you boil milk, right? Keep boiling. At one point क्या होता है? बाहर निकल के बर्तन के बाहर गिरता है. उसको भक्ति बोलते हैं. You are boiled. At one point you are done. I want God only. और कुछ नहीं चाहिए मेरे को. हर चीज में भगवान. घर में भगवान, घर के बाहर भगवान, हर चीज में भगवान. और कोई मेरे में अटैचमेंट नहीं है. I am not. What is it? I am not proud about who I am. I have zero pride about my achievements in this material life. I am only counting what I have done in my spiritual life. This is a report card. Most simplest way, how regular you are to satsang. Khatam. Anywhere. No, I'm not telling this satsang. How regular you are to satsang. That determines your priority in life. If you have a very important, medical therapy that has to be done. If you don't do that, you will die. At that time, your relatives came to your home. Bhavna, क्या? मामा मंचूना? Pupa ji अच्छे हैं क्या? What will you do? अरे आप बैठिए, and you'll sit there or you'll go to take the therapy. You'll go for the therapy, na? Similarly, you should feel for satsang. No relative is more important. I'm not against relatives. I'm telling real relatives are the ones who are related to Krishna. Bas. Om Tat Sat. Relatives who are related to Krishna are relatives. Relatives who are not related to Krishna, you are not related to them. As simple as that. They are using you, you are using them. Once I asked my mother, she is very good devotee, but she told me once, why do you go to their function? If we don't go, they will not come, na? If we don't go, they will not come, na? Why do you want them to come? When I die, somebody should come, na? People are accumulating people to come and cry when they die. That is your relative relationships. But you know, fun part, sorry part, misery part, nobody cries. Nobody cries. None of the relatives cry. They will start crying if they burn you a little late. Because they have other things to do. They'll ask, they'll call them, somebody is dead. Acha. When are they burning? When is the Dahan Sanskar? Around 12 o'clock, 11:45 they'll come. Right? And by mistake, if it gets delayed to 2 o'clock, they'll start crying. Why? Because what is the use? He's gone. And your Atma is there looking at all these relatives. You've done so much for them, taken care of them. Nobody has any tears for you. Right? A person has 4 wives. First wife, never looked at her. Never looked at her. He ignored whatever the first wife told. Second wife gave him lot of pleasure. Lot of pleasure. Right? But when the pleasure is stopped, she'll stop. Third wife, he gave lot of pleasure. But she will only go to a certain point. Right? There is a whole saga, allegoric explanation. There is the fourth wife. The fourth wife, who doesn't care about what you need. She is using you, that's all. And you are serving these 4 wives. Or rather, you are serving the 4th wife more. Right? Who is that first wife? That first wife is Paramatma. Is your soul actually. Not Paramatma, is your soul. Who is shouting and telling, please look at me, take care of me. But you are not worried. You are looking at everybody else. When you die, the most dear people to you won't even come to the graveyard. They'll just come and see your body and go. Your wife will maximum come till the ghar ka, the door. That's all. Your friends will come till graveyard. Most dear friends whom you served. But after that, who will come with you? Krishna. Because he's been waiting. He's been telling all the way. I am there with you. I am sitting beside you. Please look at me. Whatever sinful life you led, even if you take birth as a worm in stool, Krishna is there beside you. He is there beside you. He will not leave us. Even if you take birth like a pig, inside pig you are there, Krishna is also there. Can you imagine how merciful is Krishna? Whatever body you are taking is coming with you. He is never saying, I abandon this fellow. Because he did not follow. Even if you reject him, saying you don't exist, still Krishna will come and sit beside, saying that I am there, don't worry. Someday you will look at me. Right? So, We are eternal. It's very, very important that we should know. And our lifestyle should be based on that. Achedyo ayam adahyo yam akledyo ashoshya evacha nitya sarva gata sthanur achalo ayam sanatana. The individual soul is unbreakable and insoluble and can neither be burned, can be neither burned nor dried. He is everlasting, present everywhere, unchangeable, immovable, and eternally the same. It's not like soul mota hota hai, soul patla hota hai. Right? Soul becomes pure, it becomes impure. No, soul is soul, part of God. And is everywhere. What do you mean it is everywhere? Right now in this body, it's everywhere. Because it's stuck inside this body. When it comes out of this body and becomes a servant of God in Goloka Vrindavan, Vaikuntha, when it becomes a servant, he is with God all the time. Is God everywhere? So soul is also everywhere. He is with God. That is understanding. ऐसा नहीं soul is everywhere मतलब उसका रूप नहीं है उसका. No, he is there. For example, you become a garland for God in Vaikuntha. You become a garland. Eternally you are his garland. So he'll put you as a garland and he'll go everywhere. Is God everywhere? You are there also everywhere? You are also everywhere. You cannot be cut into pieces. Right? You are the same. It's not like I divide one soul into 10 souls. No. You don't give birth to a soul. Saying that oh, I have given birth. आपके कितने बच्चे हैं? 2 बच्चे हैं. मैं 2 सोल बनाया. नहीं. तुम 2 बॉडी बनाए. Soul नहीं बना. Soul is given by God. Understood? This is all Krishna is speaking. Perfect. All these qualifications of the atomic soul definitely prove that the individual soul is eternally the atomic parcel of the spirit whole and it remains the same atom eternally without change. The theory of monism is very difficult to apply in this case because the individual soul is never expected to become one homogeneously. After liberation from the material contamination, the atomic soul may prefer to remain as a spiritual spark in the effulgent rays of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But the intelligent souls enter into the spiritual planet to associate with the Personality of Godhead. The word Sarvagata, all pervading, is significant because there is no doubt that living entities are all over God's creation. They live on the land, in the water, in the air, within the earth, and even within fire. The belief that they are sterilized in fire is not acceptable because it is clearly stated here that the soul cannot be burned by fire. Therefore, there is no doubt that there are living entities also in the sun planet with suitable bodies to live there. If the sun globe is uninhabited, then the word Sarvagata, living everywhere, becomes meaningless. So Prabhupada is explaining, that even within fire, there are living entities. Nothing can burn us. We cannot be burned. So when we are burned after we die, in our Sanatana Dharma we are burnt, our body is burned after we die. Right? So it doesn't mean that you are being burned. Don't be scared. You are already outside the body. Your body is being burned. Anyway, it is a waste thing. Sorry, 25. अव्यक्तो अयम अचित्यो अयम अविकार्यो अयम उच्यते तस्माद् एवं विदित्वैनं नानु सोचुतमर्हसि. It is said that the soul is invisible, inconceivable, and immutable. Knowing this, you should not grieve for the body. Itna proof Krishna is again and again telling. Who is he talking about? Us only. Right? He is telling that you are immutable, You cannot be burned, you cannot be killed, you are completely eternal. So there is nothing to worry. Na anusochita marasi. This he repeats many places. See, even the next verse. Nainam sochita marasi. Don't lament, don't lament. Arjuna, don't lament. Don't lament. Don't be confused. Because I am telling you the truth. Just understand, you are the soul, not this body. Purport. As described previously, the magnitude of the soul is so small for our material calculation that it cannot be seen even by the most powerful microscope. Therefore, he is invisible. अनिल प्रभु एक बार प्रसाद के लिए फोन करते हैं क्या? Started. Okay. As far as the soul's existence is concerned, no one can establish his existence experimentally beyond the proof of Shruti or wisdom, Vedic wisdom. We have to accept this truth because there is no other source of understanding the existence of the soul, although it is a fact by perception. There are many things we may accept solely on the grounds of superior authority. No one can deny the existence of his father based upon the authority of his mother. There is no source of understanding the identity of the father except by the authority of the mother. Similarly, there is no source of understanding the soul except by studying the Vedas. Very important sentences. In other words, the soul is inconceivable by human experimental knowledge. The soul is consciousness and conscious. That also is a statement of the Vedas, and when we have to accept that. Unlike the bodily changes, there is no change in the soul. As eternally unchangeable, the soul remains atomic in comparison to the infinite Supreme Soul. The Supreme Soul is infinite and the atomic soul is infinitesimal. Therefore, the infinitesimal soul, being unchangeable, can never become equal to the infinite soul or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This conception is repeated in the Vedas in different ways just to confirm the stability of the conception of the soul. Repetition of something is necessary in order that we understand the matter thoroughly without error. So Prabhupada is saying that you are the soul, you are the soul, you are the soul, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi is being repeated again and again and again and again and again. Why? Because we don't believe it. That is the problem. But that is the foundation of spiritual knowledge. If you are not believing that you are the soul, then what is the question of going to a temple? What is the question of doing any vrata? There is no meaning to spirituality if you are not discussing about the soul matter. Spirituality is for the spirit, not for the body. Eternal is the soul, not the body. So there are many gurus today. They write so many books, but they will never discuss more about soul. All the time they write about body only. You do this to your body, it's good. You sit like this, it is good. Or you experience that in your body, that itself is life. Some bogus they'll talk. Right? But they will never speak about the truth. They'll never speak about soul. Atma के बारे में कोई बात ही नहीं कर सकता. Only Krishna can speak about soul because he is the one who created it. He is the one from whom it has come. It is not easy to discuss about soul, Prabhu. Very difficult. So inconceivable. If you ask some people, does soul exist? No. Why? I can't see him. Does God exist? No. Why? I can't see him. Do you have mind? Yes. Can you see? No. You are a mindless fellow. You have intelligence? Yes. Can you see? Show me. No. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? बेवकूफ. Unintelligent. है कि नहीं? You can't show intelligence, you can't show mind, you are still accepting that you have mind and you are intelligent also. You can't show soul, you have to accept. Your mother tells you who is your father. If your mother doesn't tell you who is your father, how will you know who is your father? Will you go stand near the security gate? Are you my father? मेरा बाप तू है क्या? Mother did not tell. How will you know? The only authority who can tell you who is your father is your mother. The only authority that can tell you are the soul is Vedas. You can't debate on that. There is no way you can prove it. Right? There is no way you can prove it. God also comes and says, you are part of me. No, I don't believe. I don't believe. Huh? Are? You are part of me. Aham bija pradapita. Where did you tell? I told in Bhagavad Gita. That is your book. I don't believe. Are, it is written in the Vedas. I don't believe. You wrote only Vedas. Vedas is survey. You only wrote the Vedas. I don't believe. Are? No, Navarira, you are coming from me. Then Amma. Right? When God is struggling to tell us that we are part of Him. We are so independent to declare that we are not. Proof ain't it? I am part of you. Proof ain't it? Huh? You have the same qualities like me. So, you also have the same qualities like me. I don't believe. God becomes helpless to explain that we are part of Him. And finally He comes, wears a saffron chadar, keeps his hand on his head and says, I promise you, wearing this saffron, that you are my child. That is the mercifulness of God. And that is why in that pose, we do Abhishekam outside the temple. How do we Abhishekam? He doesn't have clothes, he just has one cloth and is standing outside and is telling everybody, you are my children. Believe me. And we are doing Abhishekam. Right? Outside. Does anybody do bath outside your house? Huh? Nobody does it. Everybody does it in the bathroom only. Huh?
Childhood.
In childhood. But still not in the road, right? You do somewhere near a well or river or something, right? God also doesn't want to be given bath in outside, but is coming outside naked and is standing there with little cloth, standing, and is telling that I am your father. Please access me. And because he is so merciful, we are celebrating that by doing Abhishekam. That is a reciprocation. So he is the most merciful, who is telling our identity. He is telling, Arey, you people cannot be killed, Ra. You are part of me, Ra. Don't worry. I got this disease, I am going to die. Don't die, you will not die, Arey. You will come back to me only. You will not go anywhere. You will come back to me only. Right? This is just a phase. This is a body, another body. You have died many times in the past. You have died multiple times in the past. So you have full experience of dying. Don't worry. You will die once more. So, but after this, make sure that you will not die again by not taking birth again. Come back to me. Don't continue in this material world. Once a devotee told God that, I did not take your name in past life and I will not take your name in next life. Why? Because I took your name in this life. Khatam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bas. This one life, give it to Krishna. Your last life you didn't give it, so that's why you are here. Now give it. There is no next life. In this material world, there is no next life. You are going back. And how beautifully you will be revolved. Roji Pan achindi. अच्छा लगा? Yes. Prabhu के साथ clap करो. Yes, Prabhu, it's a matter of celebration. That in this life we are given an opportunity to chant His names. Right? Very fortunate we are. Let's take advantage of this. Let's chant more and more and more. Everybody, please increase the number of rounds. Don't keep it so low. 1, 2, 3, 4. क्या काम करता है? For my disease, 16 rounds also is not working now. I'm increasing one by one. Disease can go only with medicine, right? More you chant, the more medicine will go inside. Right? The more our consciousness will be cleansed. Take a chanting mala. Do your rounds. 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 is minimum. Prabhupada said 16 is minimum. In this Kali Yuga, you can't go below that. First one Prabhupada started ISKCON. He said 64 rounds, everybody. Khatam. Then his disciples went into Prabhupada. 64 rounds every day. Where will you go and do service? We have to do book distribution, we have to do construct temples, we have to do this, we have to do that. Prabhupada said, okay, you're all doing service? Okay. 32 rounds. Usse kam nahi. Then after some time, some more devotees came and told Prabhupada, You're not getting time, Prabhupada. 32 rounds means almost 4.5 hours. You have to do so much service, Prabhupada. You are giving us so much service also. You have to open temples, do preaching, do this, do that. And Prabhupada very mercifully said, 16 bus. इससे कम नहीं. 16 malas, bus. इससे कम नहीं. इससे ज़्यादा करो. इससे कम मत करो. No, that's a mercy of Prabhupada. Earlier, they would never give Diksha unless you do 64 rounds. Now they are giving Diksha at least by doing 16 rounds. For the rest of your life. Do it. It is possible. Everybody can do. Everybody can do. Just plan your day. Morning, maximum rounds. Little afternoon. Little evening if it is left. Otherwise, finish in the morning. Best. And throughout the day, keep hearing lectures, keep hearing, kirtan. If I am stuck in a traffic jam, I feel very happy. I'll start a lecture. Nicely lecture get over by the time I come home. If you are going in an office cab, you can sit and chant. Somebody else is driving, nicely sit on Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Anyway, people are, shortening their life by YouTube short videos. Tiku, 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 tiku. Why you have to do that? You can sit and nicely chant. You all can do that? Yeah. Everywhere, wherever you are, sit and chant. Don't hesitate to show your chanting bell. No, because this is my chanting bell. And I chant Krishna's names in the chanting bell. I have no problem. What is the problem? Following religion is a matter of pride, Prabhuji is Mataji. It's a matter of pride. Why it is a matter of pride? Can anyone tell? Why following religion is a matter of pride? Religion means process, by the way. Why following religion is a matter of pride? You all know the answer. बुद्धि को जगाओ. Why following religion is a matter of pride? You heard that sound? What was that sound? Can it follow religion? No. That is why it's a matter of pride. As simple as that. Right? Kutta, Billi, Bhains, Suar, they can't follow religion. Religion is only given to human beings. Durlabha Manusha Janma. You've got human body, be proud that I've got a human body. Yes, it's a matter of pride. That I can follow, I can read Vedas, I can understand God, I can start my journey towards God. If you are not following religion, then you are equal to an animal. Ahara nidra bhayamaitunam cha samanyat etat pashubir naranam dharmehi eko adhiko vishesho dharmehina pashuhi saman. So it's a matter of pride that we are all attending satsang. People who have taken human birth and they refuse to go to any satsang, not this satsang, any satsang. They are busy in their material life, eating, sleeping, mating, defending. They are not even human beings. वो इंसान ही नहीं हो. మనుషులు కాదు వాళ్ళు, పశువులు. మనుషులే కానీ పశువులా బతున్నారు. Understood? They are human beings, but they are living like animals. Oh, I am very busy. I have to go for this meeting. I have to go and do this. I have to earn money. I have to earn for that. Okay. Next life, that only you do. Right? A bird goes to find food for its small children. It keeps the food in its throat, flies and brings it to that place. Are you doing so much for your children? Huh? Are you doing so much for your children? No. You are not even able to do what a bird is doing. Right? So there is no competition of Ahara, Nidra, Maitranam also. They are good in all those 4 factors. So you are not even as good as an animal. We are not as good as an animal if you are not following God, religion. We have to, if we claim that Manishi, the meaning of Manushya, if you see in Sanskrit, it means a one who is spiritual, not a human being. Manishi Deham, human being who is spiritual. Then only is called Manishi, otherwise not. The very heavy ones, but truth is truth, no? What is the time progress?
10:15.
10?
15.
10:16. Because it's not feeling a little well, so I thought I'll finish it when the prashad comes. Yeah? When we finished? 26. Did we reach the purport of 25?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we discussed right now. Yeah, Vedas. Atah chainam nityajatam nityam va manyashe mritam tathapi tvam mahabaho nainam sochitumarhasi. If, however, you think that the soul or the symptoms of life will always be born and die forever, you still have no reason to lament. Oh mighty arm. So he's going one more level. Proper. Krishna is telling, okay, I'm telling that you are eternal. So don't lament, fight. No, I don't believe, I am not eternal. I take birth and die now only. And there is no existence after that. Still there is no reason to lament, right? Anyway you are going to die. You took birth, you will anyway die. So at least for that reason you fight. Krishna is logician from both the sides. If you believe that you are eternal, there is nothing to lament. If you believe that you are temporary, still there is nothing to lament. Right? If you have a problem that has a solution, will you cry?
No.
You have a problem, there is a solution. Will you cry or no?
No.
No. If you have a problem, there is no solution. Will you cry? No.
Why need to cry?
There is no solution. रोने का क्या है? अरे डूब गया मैं उसके अंदर, है कि नहीं? So Krishna is telling you from both the sides. You are eternal. अरे बाबा, you are eternal. Go fight. Nobody can kill you. No, I don't believe. I am temporary. Okay, you are temporary. Anybody, someday somebody will kill you. Go fight. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hey, you should always remember, this is Krishna speaking. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, that person. Can you see his face there? That beautiful black boy. Right? That Shama Sundar. He is actually speaking all these things to all of us. Don't think that some energy is speaking or some. No, person. He's speaking to us even right now. He's between us. He's sitting. Krishna is sitting behind you. Yes. You think he's not sitting here? Huh? You think Krishna is not sitting here? What business he has in any other place than here? He has created this whole material world to make sure that his message, his Bhagavad Gita is read, na? We are doing his service, na? So आएगा बैठेंगे यहाँ पे. We are doing his work. You are all doing his service. I am doing the service of telling. You are doing the service of listening. So Krishna is no better place to go and sit. Krishna is right now here. Right now, he is watching all of us individually. He is also inside you. Bhagavan Shri Krishna is also sitting here and is becoming very happy. Why is he happy? All these people are planning to come back to me. Hari Bol! He's very happy. Hare Krishna. There is always a class of philosophers, almost akin to the Buddhists, who do not believe in the separate existence of the soul and the body. When Lord Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita, it appears that such philosophers existed, and they were known as Lokayatikas and Vaibhashikas. Such philosophers maintain that life symptoms take place at a certain mature condition of material combination. The modern material scientists and materialistic philosophers also think similarly. According to them, the body is a combination of material elements, and at a certain stage, the life symptoms develop by interaction of the physical and chemical elements. The science of anthropology is based on this philosophy. Currently, many pseudo-religions, now becoming fashionable in America, are also adhering to this philosophy, are as the nihilistic and non-devotional Buddhist sects. Even if Arjuna did not believe in the existence of the soul, as in the Vaibhashika philosophy, there would still have been no cause for lamentation. No one laments the loss of a certain bulk of chemicals and stops discharging his prescribed duty. On the other hand, in modern science and scientific warfare, so many tons of chemicals are wasted for achieving victory over the enemy. According to the Vaibhashika philosophy, the so-called soul or Atma vanishes along with the deterioration of the body. So, in any case, whether Arjuna accepted the Vedic conclusion that there is an atomic soul and he did not believe in the existence of soul, he had no reason to lament. According to this theory, since there are many living entities generating out of matter every moment, and so many of them are being vanquished every moment, there is no need to grieve for such incidents. If there were no rebirth for the soul, Arjuna had no reason to be afraid of being affected by sinful reactions due to his killing his grandfather and teacher. But at the same time, Krishna sarcastically addressed Arjuna as Mahabahu, mighty armed, because he at least did not accept the theory of Vaibhashikas, which leaves aside the Vedic wisdom as a Kshatriya. Arjuna belonged to the Vedic culture, and it behooved him to continue to follow his principles. Hare Krishna. So Krishna is telling Arjuna that even if you don't believe that you are the soul, you believe that you are the body, fight now. Because anyway body is going to die one day. And if you believe that you are the soul, fight. Because soul will never die. Either reasons you don't have to lament. Right? Once in America, I was going to these classes. There one wonderful Prabhuji was there. His name is Madhavendra Puri. He's American. He's a physicist. He's a scientist and physicist. And he became a devotee in Saffron. He used to preach the students of MIT, Harvard. They were all in the downtown area near Boston. So once I was there, and he called the students from MIT, and very intellectually, wired students, right? So they all came and they sat, and he was telling about the soul, about God. Then one of the students, he started arguing. He's saying that there is no soul. We're all made of elements. We're all made of chemicals. That's all. Chemical combination, it comes and we are chemicals only, like that. So the Prabhuji was explaining, you should understand that there is consciousness, just not chemicals together. If you put together chemicals, can you make somebody? All that he was explaining. He was like, no. We are all chemicals. Actually, you religious people, you believe in something that you can't see, and you're concluding like that. Then Madhavendra Prabhu, he goes to the next level. He told, you are made of chemicals, right? He said, yes, we are made of chemicals. Do you mind if I put some of those chemicals on the ground and crush with my feet? Huh? Chemicals only, no? You are made of chemicals. Chemicals should not have any emotion, right? I'll bring one chemical, I'll put it on the floor, I'll crush with my feet like this. Do you mind? He can't say yes, he can't say no. Because if he says yes, that means he can keep his feet on the ground and crush with it. So what is stopping you to accept me crushing your face? Soul. There is a life force inside. You are not just chemical. You are existing. So you are able to feel bad and good, right? Somebody does something to your body, immediately, hey, what is this? Stay away. That means there is a life force inside. You can't just conclude that you are made of chemicals. Or some evolution happened. I came from fish. I came from monkey. If we all came from monkeys, why there are still some more monkeys? They forgot to become human. Just think about it. Some monkey philosophy. The Darwin fellow, he wrote some book. Later on, he only shouted, theory of evolution is just a theory, assumption. Don't go by it. There is a missing link. What is the missing link? If monkeys have become humans, there has to be a transition monkey also, right, in between, who is half monkey, half human. Came from great sadhus. You might have come from monkeys, like that. We never came from monkeys. We are humans. There are 8.4 billion species. Krishna is telling how many species are there are created. In that, these many number of trees, these many number of aquatics, these many number of birds, these many types of humans. It's all there. All calculation is there. By the time they keep the prasad, we'll do one more shloka. This also comes on that Antim Prayan vehicle. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityor dhruvan janma mritasya cha तस्माद् अपरिहार्याते तस्माद् अपरिहार्याते न त्वं शोचितमर्हसि. One who has taken his birth is sure to die. And after death, one is sure to take birth again. Therefore, in the unavoidable discharge of your duty, you should not lament. Krishna is telling, anyway, everybody who dies has to take birth again. And everybody who has taken birth has to die again. So why are you scared to do your duty? Right? So all angles Krishna is covering. Purport. One has to take birth according to one's activities of life. And after finishing one term of activities, one has to die to take birth for the next. In this way, one is going through one cycle of birth and death after another without liberation. This cycle of birth and death does not, however, support unnecessary murder, slaughter and war. But at the same time, violence and war are inevitable factors in human society for keeping law and order. The battlefield of Kurukshetra, being the will of the Supreme, was an inevitable event, and to fight for the right cause is the duty of Kshatriya. Why should he be afraid of or aggrieved at death of his relatives, since he was discharging his proper duty? He did not deserve to break the law, thereby becoming subjected to the reactions of sinful acts, of which he was so afraid. By avoiding the discharge of his proper duty, he would not be able to stop the death of his relatives, and he would be degraded due to his selection of the wrong path of action. Hare Krishna. So, he's saying people will anyway die, right? Arjuna, they will anyway die, na? If you don't kill Bhishma, you think Bhishma will not die? If you don't kill Drona, you think Drona will not die? At least kill them for the right cause. At least you do the right thing by doing, the right duty. Otherwise, you will be called a coward. You will be called somebody who has not followed his dharma. Right? Don't be scared of killing, because anyway you can't kill anyone. So 3 logics Krishna told. 1, you are the soul, you cannot be killed. 2, even if you are temporary, that means you are anyway temporary, you will die. 3, anyway you will take a next body. If you have taken birth, so you'll have to die, and if you die, you'll have to anyway take birth again. So what are you worried about? So all the 3 ways Krishna is covering and telling Arjuna, fight. And all the 3 verses is saying, Natvam Sochitam Arasi. Please don't cry. Please don't lament. Please don't lament. This is a message by Krishna to all of us. Let's not lament in life. I lost this is gone, that is gone. Yeah, pain will come. Prabhu, when death is coming, all of us will be scared. Huh? Fear of death, don't be regretful of that. It will come. Because it's not natural for us to die. Because we never die. We are forced to believe that we are dying. Because we are believing that we are the body, we are fearful also. But the day you actually know that you are not this body, you will not be fearful. But to go to that state is not easy. Don't try to artificially go to that state. ठीक है ना? Instead of thinking how death will come, how I will face the time of death, leave it on Krishna, na? सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहे को डरना. खत्म. Leave it on Hanumanji. Let him take care what he has to do. Right? Leave it on God. Right? You do your duty as long as you are alive, knowing that this is the highest duty. I will attend satsang. I will serve devotees. I will use all my wealth, health, skill, everything in service of Krishna. I will become Krishna conscious. In all my choices with Krishna, I will stay away from bad habits. I will stay away from bad association. I will choose what should I hear, what should I should see. I will choose. All those things you can do. Remaining, leave it on him. Right? I'll just read the next 2 verses. Purport I'll not read. We already discussed most of it. अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि व्यक्त्य मध्यानि भारत अव्यक्त्य निंदनानि एव तत्र का परिदेवना all created manifest in their beginning, manifest in their interim state, and unmanifest again when annihilated. So what need is there for lamentation? So he's saying that you were the soul before, you took a body, and again you become soul. So what is there to lament? Right? As simple as that. The last shloka of soul knowledge. I just wanted to finish the soul knowledge today. So next week onwards we'll start something after that. है ना? आत्मा बहुत हो गया. बहुत नहीं हुआ, बहुत होना चाहिए, लेकिन I'm just logically finishing today. आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति. Oh, no, let me read in different meter. आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चित् एनम् आश्चर्यवत् वदति तथैव चान्य आश्चर्यवच्चैनम् अन्यः श्नोति श्रुत्वापि एनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्. Some, now this is amazing verse, right? So some look on the soul as amazing, some describe him as amazing, and some hear of him as amazing, while others, even after hearing about him, cannot understand him at all. Is it amazing verse? So Krishna is telling, after hearing all this also you can't understand what is the soul. Because he's spiritual. Soul is spiritual. We are spiritual. Right now we are all in material consciousness. So it's very difficult to understand what is Atma. But you can feel the Atma with your consciousness. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. 2.29, we finished, we'll continue from 2.30. There are two more souls transitioning to the next level, but we'll do it next week. Any questions before we wrap up? Hare Krishna. Mataji's, Prabhuji's. Any comments? What did you feel about you knowing that you are the soul? Yes, Prabhuji. बैठिए बोलिए ना, बैठिए बोलिए. हरे कृष्ण.
मेरे बेटा पहले थोड़ा पता था, ज़्यादा नहीं समझते.
हाँ.
तो ये जो शब्द है, ये मेरे बेटे को लाए.
हाँ.
और अब वो 2 घंटे कंटिन्यूस 5 बजे लेकर 7:30 तक मैंने, अब भी वो एकदम देहरादून में है, जनरल मैनेजर. आपका ये प्रोग्राम लाइव देख रहा है.
हरे कृष्ण. पुनीत प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम.
जिस दिन आप हमारे पास आए, हमारे घर आए, उसके 10 डे ही बेटे की प्रमोशन हो गई.
हरि बोल. मेरे को घर बुलाने से प्रमोशन हमेशा नहीं होता है. पहले बोल रहा हूँ, ऐसा ना हो कि कल आए प्रभु प्रमोशन नहीं, मत आओ फिर.
विश्वास की बात
नहीं, मैं मजाक कर रहा हूँ. हरे कृष्ण. प्रमोशन स्पिरिचुअल होना चाहिए. स्पिरिचुअल प्रमोशन इज गुड. यस. और
this is very basic questions that I am not able to answer if somebody is asking. It's from the SSR. So if you say that like the number of atmas are fixed because it's never created or never destroyed, and this Kali Yuga, the path is increasing. So in that case, like why the human populations are increasing compared to like the other? Because path is increasing, then the people of converting like from human life to the other species might increase, right? I think this is a very difficult question. I couldn't answer.
कुत्ते बिल्ली ज़्यादा नहीं हो रहे हैं. Well, we don't need to worry on those lines. It's not like everybody is taking birth in this planet only. There might be a planet exclusively for dogs. I'm just joking. We don't have to worry. ये पाप किया तो किधर है, है ना? Yeah, there is a possibility we might come in this planet itself, and this Brahmanda itself, by the way. There are unlimited Brahmandas, unlimited Brahmas. So God knows where we'll be transitioning. Where all we came from, we don't know. Not like the soul belongs to one Brahmanda brand. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है ना? So yeah, पाप बढ़ रहा है. People are doing lot of sins. We can't put a logic to that and say that यहाँ बढ़ रहे हैं तो यहाँ ज़्यादा जीव जंतु हो जाने चाहिए. Yeah, people are suffering. People are suffering because of their sins. They'll leave this body, they'll become something else. And what they'll become, Yamaraj will decide. According to our activities, he'll decide. Population doesn't increase. Number of souls are not new. There is nothing like new soul. Fresh soul आया अभी. नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं. Soul is eternal. Every single soul, whether it is we, you, or the small insect in that grass, or grass itself, is a soul. And it is as old as you are, as old as God is. And it's not like soul is increasing. ऐसा कुछ नहीं. Hare Krishna. Any other questions? Okay, done. आएंगे नरसिंह आरती? हरि बोल, आ जाएंगे. एक मिनट.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya. जय गौर हरि बोल। भक्त विघ्नाश नरसिंह देव भगवान की जय। शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। गुरुदेव की जय। निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे। So Prabhuji Mataji, thank you for coming, and next week we have Radhashtami, like Janmashtami we have Radhashtami. Radharani appears and she is appearing on Sunday, so all of us can assemble. So we are celebrating Radhashtami in Bhakti Center. How many here know where is Bhakti Center? Bhakti Center Gachibowli. Okay, you can just browse in internet and come there. Sunday evening we'll have a satsang in the center. We'll have Abhishek of Shri Radha Krishna and beautiful, decorating, everything. It will be so nice. Kirtans. Srimati Radharani is more important for us than Krishna. So she is very merciful. Krishna is very tactful. So we all approach Radharani to get the mercy of Krishna. So don't miss that festival. So next Saturday we'll have Bhagavad Gita class. Krishna permits we'll have. The following Saturday after that I'm not there. So there will be 1 week gap. I'm going for some little treatment. So Anil Prabhu and Shalu Mataji are forcing me and my wife, we both are going just a little out camp for treatment, and then I'll be back again. So you all can plan, that weekend. And if you are in the city and want to attend satsang, you can message me. I can tell you another place where you can go. There are many other satsangs happening. There is satsang in Vihanga also, Sunil Prabhu conducts. And there is satsang in Avatar, there is satsang in many communities. So you want to know, you can message. And I will let you know where all satsangs are happening, so you can go and attend there. So there is no gap in satsangs. Or you can go to ISKCON Abbot's temple, right, and attend satsang there. It is also fun. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Mahaprasade Govinde, Nama Brahmane Vaishnave, Swalpa Punya Vratam Rajan.